Series this year, the Falcons and Jaguars. The Jags, of course, no stranger to these London games. They're a fixture in these parts due to the presence of their owner, Sean Connery.
Add in the fact that they're going to be the first team ever to go back-to-back here in England. They play the Bills next week, so a very interesting time for this franchise. Not only are they Duval's team, but they're also the UK's team as well.
All set for the first of 5 international games this season. The Falcons and Jags underway from London. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffling. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play.
You got to get on your horse, Bijan.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Going play action. Ridder looking deep for Julio. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
On second down, ETN once more. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll run with ETN. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Falcons had 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Looking to throw it here. Ritter flushed out right. Checks this one down to Robinson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. This defense for the Jags, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down. They'll run with Robinson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chirp a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Able to punch it in on third down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by David Ojabo. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Ritter throwing on third down. And that is incomplete. Jackson goes past, defense holds serve. Fourth down. So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the nose, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. You talk about this Falcon defense. Well, this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On second down, here's Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. The catch and run there, good for 16, the first. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burn.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Ritter off the play fake. On the move to his left. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Washington with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I love you, Boogie Man. Boogie, I love you. I love you, man. I love you so much, Boogie. I love you so much, man. Go back to sleep. Mm-hmm.
beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Lawrence going to get this to ETN. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
You all right?
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. Calling a gain.
Well, I just rolled a blunt and smoking.
Got a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you.
I ain't made a dish.
You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
That's cold.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have the Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You feel like being a rough?
It hasn't gone their way. If they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A give running right, ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Baby glad Bronson for you dab on me.
This defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A 2nd down pass play there.
Look how they trade when they're national.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the 1st half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going on with him, throwing the football. While we look at the defense, they came in prepared.
Better stop trying triple OG.
Well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On second down, Ritter. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes
I told her to bring it back in this freezer because that freezer had that shit soft as hell.
After an incomplete pass on second
They
down,
just don't have it.
trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Ritter will set up the throw. And that is incomplete.
Be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a...
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and the Falcons grab it.
Let's go.
Right side. Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the right sideline. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Let's go.
Coup now for the point after.
I done smashed that nigga. Here you go.
And the round is on here in this first half. So not only the cough up, but then the pick up on the outside, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter.
You said what? I thought I kept smoking.
Later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And bring up a second and short.
My crystal passing 67.
Hey, run!
What?
Here we go, huh?
Here's Lawrence. And that'll be off the number 2 in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline. But do
I'm
they
glad I
over
was
the
on
middle
time.
too?
I get
And not only the DB's going to throw
I'm on
the football
time.
trash that way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to the QB on the
Yeah, hung out to dry a little
Yeah,
bit there.
and they offer to tell us for a little while longer. You definitely might as well take advantage of it.
Hey, you could like my manager
I ain't locked down on that yet either.
I'm going to say the weekends She said, the weekend when y'all got a day off, like paid day off, she said, take off that like that Friday, something so we can't leave on the weekend. I was like, I asked her, take right on time. She said, I thought you took Friday off, because maybe that is. I said, no, I was going to say, y'all guessing my friends coming in from Bush, that's what we did, right? That means they leaving Monday. I had to be out on Monday. They was getting they'll be there a long time. And they leaving Monday.
Just 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, so I'm gonna work. I'm gonna do overtime next week. I just don't funny how I finally want to start the overtime now. If they can put the work because they brought the pins on me. I saw today.
Probably 7 in the morning to 9 at night and shit.
The 3 black, yeah, because they don't even tell you how long you stay. The 3 black girls just there, me, Tiffany, Tabitha. And we all got locks. I said, is this like a thing? Like, what's the fuck? And the more I keep talking to Tiffany and Tabitha, I can tell we may end up like hanging or something. They look older than me. They say that here too. I said, how are you going to hire 3 black girls named start with T? We got locks. One dress red, the other one hers all the same color, my ends.
That means that you planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Here's Ritter. Looking downfield for Jones.
Julio, you gotta hold on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open.
I'm sick of y'all ass busting in my damn room.
He's feeling like a grown up fit to me.
Converged on his man and broke the play.
Here's a screen for Robinson. First down. So we've come, and we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in week 4. Second half kickoff.
He's starting to get the like niceness and luxury.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Dangerous return man showing here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. Previous drive, pretty good. Touchdown pass, 5 of 6.
And when you're that sharp, when you're that strong in your passing game, now you feel like you can have a ball.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. ETN up the middle. And just shy of the 40. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice to do that. He's strong, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll connect on the outright with Ingram. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Here's Lawrence to throw. This is caught. And he takes this down about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, oh, man, I made a catch like that close to the touchdown. Zay Jones, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Right, being off the numbers and
the Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted.
That's a nice throw. Here you go.
Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, that's a start, Charles. Getting the interception here. We're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just got an interception, they got to be careful about a sense of complacency and think this team is over.
Yeah, they got them all over the floor.
Defense not going for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends. They blocked well, too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility. They can get upfield and hit moving targets. Backers, defensive backs, they do a really good job helping out the running game.
They go play action now. Lawrence got his man. It's the tight strange one. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a quarterback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and make a really nice tackle?
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride. Touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back out and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Going play action. Ritter. He's taken down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, and somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. This will be incomplete. Physical play of the football there in 2nd down.
And to put it bluntly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step toward forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now Lawrence. This is throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by A.J. Taylor. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen score, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a run game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now a handoff to Scooby. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And they take
Come on,
Julio.
Julio.
And have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now they show jet sweep it instead. Right up the middle here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A nice move he made, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Yeah, then he brought it down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about respect. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Bootlegging out here. Ritter. They'll roll him out right. That's blown downfield. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like he knows coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to come on field. The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw it here. Ritter sets up the screen to Robinson. And he will take him down, and he does have first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
Crossing that 3rd down, I see it. That nigga faked the slide and kept rolling.
They heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts him right back on the field.
That's crazy. That nigga trying to get that foul for it right here. Because of the DB. Or a linebacker jumping on him. They cancel the slide. Get the fuck out of here.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth and a costly turnover. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. That big tackle through him. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry.
stop before he could even get started. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. Third and 2, now Lawrence. And he's going to have a chance first down. And he's going to have it by 20. Able to get 80 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick on first down.
There's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Lawrence will throw. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drinks it.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. Screen play. Here's Etienne. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Listen, the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Back to throw. Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle is made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown. Christian Kirk. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. Now Lawrence, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come down and put some points on the board. But job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They start on the ground with Robinson here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no comeback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ritter wants to throw it.
It's lifted.
Happy birthday to you too. This one to on repeat. Your phone has been on repeat.
Because I ain't pressing that Snapchat.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Ritter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. He's topping the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosening up the defense. They got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get behind here on them. And he's been that receiver. Now they're bringing him back to the backfield. I think his yards running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Now flags will come in. I think this one.
Madden,
and that'll be 35 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So after the penalty, a break. 1st and 5. A handoff for Etienne. And a good pressure from his end. The Renegades run down inside the 40. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it to the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal and closing seconds pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know.
And now to the races, down the right side. Still going inside the 30.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
This one's going to sting for a while. And how do you let that happen defensively? One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but it is. How do you let that happen?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. Let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive game. Look what they got done. They needed to make one play themselves, and they did.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed it.
This is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk about. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Falcons, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon, saying so long, everybody.
Just when I thought I lost, and they kicked the game-winning field goal. Yes, sir. That's crazy.
Run it back when I told her right. I'll be back when I told her right.